And welcome back to Inside Durham. Here with us now is the lovely Courtney St. Croix. Welcome. Courtney is spreading her mumfidence message across the Durham region. And we're so happy that you've joined us now.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about mumfidence.
Sure.
What it is.
Sure.
And how you created it.
Came about, yeah.
Yeah.
So mumfidence, as you might be able to guess, is mom confidence. So I've kind of blended the two together. I am a mindset and confidence coach, so I work with women through a number of different ways. I, of course, do private and group mindset coaching. I also have a podcast called the Mumfidence Podcast, and I am author of 2 different self-love journals that women can use to help build their self-love and their confidence and really create a new mindset, reprogram their mindset so they can learn how to love and accept their bodies right now, not when they accomplish an external fitness goal, but right now first.
How did you come up with this idea, though?
So I've been in the fitness industry for almost 15 years. I've worked in various different roles in the fitness industry and wound up kind of in the group fitness, fitness coaching space.
Right.
And what I was realizing is that there is a gap between people finding results with their bodies externally and then not being happy when they get to that goal that they have worked so hard to reach. And I realized it has a lot more to do with your mindset than it does with your external. And so working in the fitness space, I thought, I'd really like to help women especially and moms because I went through my own journey of, a negative body image after having my daughter.
Let's face it. I don't care who you are. Your body is never the same.
Your body is different after you have a baby. It's different. And so I have always sort of struggled with body image, but after I had my daughter, it was probably the worst confidence and the lowest body image that I had. And I was working out, but I realized that I needed to make a change here so that I could learn to accept what was happening here. And then if you can embrace and accept what's here already, then any changes externally will just be a cherry on top.
Before the show, we were also talking about when you put so much effort into the external, you also run the risk
of connecting your value to just the external. Yeah, so if you can really think about all of the great qualities you have as a person and focus there instead of focusing on the external, that's when you're going to get that sense of value and worth that will stay with you for the rest of your life and not let it weigh just on what the external looks like.
What would be your message to someone watching now that is in that space of struggling with that body image?
I think the biggest thing to realize is that we are in control of our own confidence journey and our own mindsets, and that we all have the power to change. I mean, no one is entitled to confidence. Everyone can have confidence. It's just about learning how to look at things in a different way and getting a better perspective of yourself. And there are tools and strategies that you can use to do those things. You just have to become aware of it and figure out a path that's going to work for you.
Now, the podcast is free. How do we check it out?
Yes, so the podcast is available on iTunes and Spotify. It is a free resource, so that's another thing, is I have lots of different avenues where women can be supported and helped, and the podcast is one of the best because it's free. So if you have an iPhone, it's on iTunes, your podcast app is already there, and if it's on an Android, you can find it on Spotify. It's free, you hit subscribe, we have almost 70 episodes, and one is released every week, so it comes out on Mondays.
Wow, 70.
Yes.
So what is one of your most popular podcasts?
Couple that are very popular. One has to do with wearing your bathing suit or your bikini and learning how to rock your bathing suit no matter what. Letting go of what other people might think. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bikini days long. I don't think I ever had them.
So that one was very popular. Another one where I talk about women at the gym, and particularly women in the change room, older women who are just in the change room. Rocking their bodies, not caring what's going on and outside, and that has been really popular because the perspective shift of just not worrying about what others think and just being you and living in the body that you have and not worrying about a body that you would like to get.
Okay, I've got to watch that podcast because
check it out.
Some of us will go in there and it's like covered at all times,
absolutely.
Or hiding in the washroom.
And I think
to
you know the ones that are like,
they're like, I
very
am
comfortable.
who I am, like me or not. I don't care, but I like me.
Yes.
And wouldn't that be wonderful if we all got to that point?
It would.
You also said that growing up, your mom struggled for years with her body image.
Yeah, and I think this is something that all moms and women struggle with. And my mom was always telling me great things about myself and helping me build my confidence that way. But as we know, children will often not necessarily listen to what you say, but they will copy what you do. So my mom and I share a similar stretch mark
Yep.
as a result of having children. And so I saw her struggling with that. And so I think that I subconsciously learned that we don't want to have stretch marks. Stretch marks are bad.
Right.
And that when I had my own stretch marks, I felt, like they were bad. And it was nothing that my mom ever tried to do. It was just, we see what our parents or what other influences do.
Here are Courtney's books. Take a quick look before we go. Well, how are these available?
These are on Amazon, so you can find them on Amazon.ca, Amazon.com. This pink one is for moms and women, and the purple one is actually for girls aged 7 to 15 or so.
Courtney, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, you can find your Momfidence and more on www.getmonfidentaf.com. We'll be back. Don't go away. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.